Hi guys, if you're new to my channel, my name is Princess Kaiser. I'm going to be talking about like stuff that you should know if you're a military spouse. I have 10 things that I want to talk about, and before we even get started, if you like these type of videos on the military topics, so it can be like very informative to you, then like and subscribe so you can get more notifications on the videos that I will be uploading. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video, guys. So the first thing that I will be talking about is housing / BAH. Okay, now BAH is different from your husband's rank pay. It's money that you get towards housing, whether you want to live on post or off post. Now, I have lived on post before, but right now I live off post. And I'm gonna talk about a little bit of both, of living on post and off post. You can choose to live on post if you want to, of course. I'm gonna talk about like the benefits of living on post before I talk about the cons, okay? So the benefit of living on post is you're close to a lot of things. You can be close to the commissary, the PX, just like activities they have, because they do have like activities on post and stuff like that. So you're close to those things like that. But the con, I would say, is that they try to take all your BH. Like, say you get like 1,300 for your BH, they will take 1,300 of your BH. Okay, some of them be like 1,100 depending on what kind of housing you choose, because they have different type of housings on post. They have like apartment styles, duplex styles. They have like different type of styles of the housing, which also varies the price. So that's the bad thing about living on post. But also another bad thing is, a thing that's going on right now is people are living in bad circumstances in the on post housing, where they have mold, and like the maintenance people are not cleaning up, or they're not doing right on making sure like there's no mold in the house and stuff like that. So people are getting sick and stuff like that. So a lot of people are complaining because like they don't feel like the apartment, they don't feel like the housing people on post are taking care of them or even care about their health. So a lot of people are complaining about that right now, and it's not just the base I'm at right now. People say it's like other bases that is happening at. So that's one thing to think about before you live on post. If you want to, one, like try to take all your money, and two, not caring about your health or well-being. Now with on post housing, they do pay for your water and electricity, so I guess that's like in the amount. But it's like, if you really like look at like the prices compared to off post housing and on post housing, just like, is it really worth it? Now with off post housing, yes, you can find cheaper apartments, you can even get a house and stuff like that. And then like when you're like on off post housing, or even when you're on and they like give you like a little bit of money back, you can pocket that money, whether on post or off post. And say that, you know, you get 1,300 for your BH, and then like, but then you're only paying like 1,000 for your rent. They're pocketing $300 on top of your husband's rent pay. The second thing to talk about is the DLA. And DLA stands for dislocation allowance, and that's the money you get for when you move, when you PCS somewhere. So if you move from one base to another, you get money back. You get money for moving to help you, I don't know, if you need groceries, if you need whatever extra money you need, like an air mattress, I don't know. But that's good money to have, and make sure you get it, because not a lot of people know about it, but definitely get it. Now me and my husband have never gotten that, because we only been in one duty station. We're supposed to leave to go to another duty station, but that didn't work out. That's a whole nother story to talk about later. But yeah, so we're stuck at the same duty station, which is his first duty station. So no traveling over here. I don't know who you really talk to about that, but you either talk to the finance or travel, and you put to fill out a paper and they'll get back with you or something like that. And yeah, just make sure you get that free money. FRG meetings / volunteering. I advise you to go to the FRG meeting if you want to know what your husband is doing. If you want to know what he's going to be doing, if you want to know when he's going, if you want to know when he's going out to the field, if you want to know if they're having any family events, if you want to know if they're getting deployed, you need to go to this meeting. They'll like tell you like, cause we just had one, so they let us know from like this month to like all the way to June, I believe, and then they should have like another one where they let you know furthermore months ahead. They'll let you know like, okay, they'll be coming home late this week. We're gonna be going out to the field for 2 weeks on these two weekdays. So if you want to know what your husband's doing, definitely go, because sometimes your husband will not know. He's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know what time I'm coming home. It's just like, okay, you don't know nothing. When is this FRG meeting, so we can both know what you're doing, okay? Because most likely your husband does not know, but FRG meetings will inform both of you. Also, it's good to go because if you want to plan trips and you want to know when your holiday breaks are, you know what days that you can choose. And also with the volunteering, they like want like volunteers, like, oh, who can volunteer and stuff like that. And you get to be a treasurer, a FRG leader, and a key caller. A lot of them mainly want key callers, which I have volunteered for that before, and which I volunteered for it again, where you just call family members and tell them like your husband or wife is going to be out in the field this day and they're going to be coming back this day. You also inform them what's going on and stuff like that. So that's just basically what the key caller job is. Now the FRG leader, you really can't get the FRG leader unless your husband is just like the first sergeant. I don't know. I'm not good with these names. Now, I'm supposed to know these names, right? Because I've been a military spouse for like 3 years now. But it's just like, I don't pay attention to this stuff. I just be like, okay, tell me when you come home. I need to know when you come home. I need to know what your breaks are. That I'm that military spouse wife. Just like, let me know when you come home. Okay. And the treasurer is just person that is in charge of the money, which is not a lot of money, but you're just in charge of the money, of withdrawing and stuff like that, which is another important job and stuff like that. So okay, number 4, making the base fun. And if you have kids, you need to know the activities. You need to know what to do, okay? Matter of fact, let me find my book. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with this. Now, I was looking kind of thin because it's just the front hair. My daughter done ripped it, but we're not gonna talk about that, okay? We're gonna talk about the book, okay? This is the whole book. This is what it looks like. Okay, so you see it says Fort Campbell, cause that's what base I'm at. I'm at the Fort Campbell base, okay? We're stuck here. We're not leaving. Look for these papers. You will find them at the commissary. If you live on post, you get them in your mailbox. You should. It tells you activities on what will be happening on post. So definitely look in this book. Let me see. Let me find a little calendar for you guys. It also tells you like activities on like what's happening around post also. But like right here. This page right here where it has like all like the calendar for the whole month of April, like look at that, because it tells you like activities that they're happening on the weekends, like baby lap and sit like at the libraries during the weekdays. Like it tells you a whole bunch of fun little activities and stuff like that. And it's not a whole bunch, but it's like a two really big ones every month or so, depending on like the time of month. Now another way to find out fun events is Facebook. Go to Facebook and click event. Make sure you filter where it says the city and state you are in, so like you can look and see what else is going on around you that the book didn't like list. That tells you really fun activities and it gets you out of the house, except for staying in the house. You want to get out of the house because you do not want to stay in the house, because staying in the house is boring. Get your vitamin D from the sun. Go out, go and about. I don't know. Go take a kid to the park. Go do something. Do not stay in the house no matter where you are. So from here we're gonna move on to number 5. For finding out activities is joining the military spouse Facebook page. That tells you activities that's going on, and that's also how you can get friends. Now, friends. I'm gonna need a moment of silence for that one, okay? Because I've dealt with my fair share of friends. Before we even start with the whole friend thing, we're gonna just go ahead and say that that's another way you can find out activities, okay? If you want to know what's going on, that like the Facebook thing didn't tell you and the book didn't tell you, they'll probably tell you. And also, like, whatever they ask or say, that can give you advice for yourself. But we're gonna get into the friends, okay? Now, it's a great place to meet people, because you will see people saying, oh, I'm gonna be PCSing to where you are, blah blah. So you're gonna see that. You're gonna see people coming and stuff like that. You see people post like, hey, I'm like 22, I have a 2-year-old daughter, and if you're gonna be friends, then we can be friends, and blah blah blah. It's just like, oh yeah, we could be friends, cool. Now some people don't say, like, some people say they have kids, okay? But let me get to the part where they say they want friends. I have been the person who messaged the person back saying, we can be friends, we can hang out, what you want to do, we can grab lunch, we can go to the movies, what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then it's like, oh yeah, we could do something, blah blah. And it's just like, and then like they message you, but then it's just like y'all talking, and then they stop talking. Now there's been people where I message and that we did hang out. And guys, if you want a story time about this, if you want a story time about this, comment down below something. Because let me tell you, I have been in some military drama before. Like, I was so heated about this, like heated. I was like, how did that make sense? Okay, I was mad. Like, if you want that story time, let me know. Getting your education, getting your degree, getting a certificate, getting your license, getting something, okay? Let's talk about that. On every base, I believe, they have an educational center. In the educational center, there's like multiple different colleges and stuff like that. They have like universities, like regular community colleges and stuff like that, where you could choose what you want to get your degree in. Another thing is the MyCAA. A lot of people know about the MyCAA, and some people kind of don't know. MyCAA is basically like a scholarship where you get money, okay? You get money to go to school, they pay for your tuition. It also depends on your husband's rank. If he's active duty and he's E1 through E5, you can get it. If your husband's an officer, 1 to 2, he can get it. Warrant officer, 1 to 2, he can get it. So if your husband's one of those, or your wife is one of those, you can get it. I have not used the MyCAA. I will be trying to use it this fall, this August 2019. And just let you know, if you can use the MyCAA towards certificate and license, and you also use it towards an AS degree, not an AA, an AS. So your degree, your 2-year degree has to go towards something, whether it's a 2-year nursing school, I don't know, or whether it's a 2-year business. It has to be actually towards something. It can't be a AA. It can't be that. So just let you guys know before you even try to call and be like, can I use it for this? It's like, no, an AS degree. That's it. I'm gonna list some of the different types of certificates and stuff like you can get and license. Like, you can get like medical coding and billing, dental assistant, pharmacy. Like, there's like different types of pharmacies. And there's also other like medical job titles that you can get. So yeah, definitely use that. Okay, another thing is the AER, which is the Army Emergency Relief. Not a lot of people know about this. I didn't even know about this. It's a loan, or I mean, it's a loan / scholarship thing. I have no idea, but I know it's interest free. Okay, if you want interest free loan, you can get that. Okay, somebody said they used it towards their bachelor's degree. If you want to do that, then do that. Look that up. You just like go to Google, type in military AER, and just like read up information on it. Now, number 7, the military ball. People love the military ball, people love going to the military ball, people love finding dresses and stuff like that. And like women on the military spouse page sell their dresses to other ones. People ask about it and stuff like that, like what's the dress code and stuff like that. The main thing is, do not go to the military ball looking like you going to prom. Okay? And then the dress code. People ask about the dress code. I see a lot of people say you have to choose one. You're choosing cleavage or you're choosing leg. So they're like, don't do both. They're like, don't do like the long split. Don't do like the long slit in the dress and then like do like the whole cleavage one. That's all I really have to say. I believe they do provide childcare, and if they don't, then you have to find your own childcare. Also, I want to say that people wear like black, navy blue. People really wear dark colored dresses, or they would wear red. Now that people wear like bright behind colors like yellow or like purple. I mean, if it is a purple, it'd be like a plum purple. So just like keep it like kind of dark, I guess. I don't know, but do you. Just don't look like you're going to prom. That's all I gotta say. Pregnancy. It's not like a lot I have to talk about pregnancy, but it's about where I see a lot of elective induction. So it's like women who want to have their baby sooner, and they're like, well, my husband's finna get deployed and I want to have my son this time, or I want to have my daughter this time, and they're like probably like 38 weeks or something like that, or like 39 weeks, and they want to get induced because they didn't want their husband to miss the birth. Elective inductions on post, they do not do that. They do not do that at all. So if you have Prime, which is TRICARE Prime, which you go on base for all the problems that you need. I think with TRICARE Prime, you now can go to any ER off post now. But yeah, so you can't do elective induction. You can't try to induce yourself. Only time you get an induction if you're like did not have your baby. If you did not have your baby on the due date, and so you have to call and schedule an induction for the following week. Now, you can do an elective induction if you have TRICARE standard or selected. You can go to an off-post hospital, and then you tell them like you want to be induced. Like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? Because you paying, not them. So I'm not really gonna make this like a whole TRICARE and standard thing, but if you want to know more about TRICARE and stuff like that, you can either look it up, or if you want to make a part 2 and I'll include TRICARE, let me know. But if you want a part 2, either way, let me know. Number 9, knowing who you married. Now, you're probably like, what do you mean know who you married? It's like, know who you married, because I have seen so much stuff on military spouse page where like, how did you marry him and how did you not know he was that type of person? You see like, my husband wants me to have a job. I have read this on military spouse page, and I also recently, when I was in Walmart going grocery shopping, and a dude walked past me with his friend, and he was telling myself, oh yeah, she needs a job and stuff like that. Yeah, so, and when I'm saying like, yeah, if your husband wants you to have a job and stuff like that, then it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But I'm time where
now a lot of military women agree that it is cheaper to stay home versus finding a minimum wage job and having to use their whole paycheck, including their husband's paycheck, to afford daycare full time.
Where a woman was saying like she was like pregnant, and you know, she was getting close to her due date, but also like her knees were like hurting and stuff like that, so she couldn't stand up for long periods of time. And she wanted to quit her job because her job, I don't know, I think something was going on with her job, but then she like near the end of the whole status, she was like putting, her husband said that she has to have a job and stuff like that, and people were just like, girl, you're pregnant. Like if you're got a medical problem and the pregnancy is like stopping you in pregnancy, like having you like not be able to stand up for a long period of time, he should be able to understand that. This is the main important one that I have seen so many times. This is, like I said, once again, part of know who you marry. There's plenty of times where I have seen, here's the scenario, okay? You and your husband gets into a fight. He wants to get a divorce. He leaves the house and leaves you with the bills. He says he's not gonna pay for anything. Boom. First off, let me just say this. If you're married, the BAH is technically your money. He cannot whatsoever say he cannot pay for this bill, blah, blah, and if he holds all the money from you, he is in the wrong. The BAH is your money, okay? I know that's how it sounds. It sounds like it's your money, okay? If he's an E1 to E5, he's not automatically getting BAH. He wouldn't be able to get BAH if it wasn't for you, okay? Now, that's what I know from E1, E5. When you're E6, you automatically get BAH. So I don't know how that works. Technically, be his money. Like if you're E5 and above, if you're E6 and above, like you automatically get BAH. So I don't know how that works. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people. I'm talking to the military spouses who husbands and wives is an E1 to E5, and they get BAH because they're married. If they're getting BAH because they're married, that's automatically your money. Choosing where you get to move. Choosing where you get to PCS. You do not have the option. Now, I don't know if some people have the option, like if you're very special to whoever, but you don't get to choose. Now, there is a website, I don't know the name of it. But I'll put it like somewhere down here. You get to choose 5 places that you want to go. Doesn't mean that you will get them, but it does mean that you get to choose and have a say. But you don't get them. But doesn't mean you get it. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. 5 choices. 3 of them can be within the states. Like if you want to go to Colorado, if you want to go to New York, I don't know. You choose whatever base. You say Fort Drum. You say Fort Bragg. You know, you say whatever base. The other 2 would be if you were to go overseas, where would you want to go? If you want to go to Germany, if you want to go to Hawaii, if you want to go to Japan, if you want to go to Korea, if you want to go anywhere, Italy, I don't know. If you want to go, you choose those 2. Like, say you do get to choose, right? And they chose, like, oh, you want to go to Hawaii? Cool, we'll let you go to Hawaii. And your husband's an E4. If your husband's promoted and he turns into an E5 before he leaves, you might have gotten your orders canceled. Why? Because when you are, because when he was going to Hawaii, they had an open slot for E4. They didn't have no open slots for E5. You know what I'm saying? So you basically gave that E4 slot to somebody else, and then you messed up because you gave. Oh, look at my man in uniform right now. Hey, hubby. Look at that. Already coming in the door. Stay the same rate if you get to new place, but make sure that you do get your promotable status, so then when you do go to somewhere else, you can go ahead and get up that new grade or whatever. So yeah, if this video gave you information that you needed or you didn't know, if it was something new, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. And I will be giving like more videos on, you know, the military lifestyle and stuff like that, so you guys can know more stuff. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. This is probably like a long behind video, but I went in deep, okay? If I'm gonna talk about something, I'm gonna let you know. So with that being said, bye.